I'm just being directed by Michael because he's ascertained that, as the world knows, I'm too short. And you're too tall and good looking and American, and you've just got everything going for you, and I'm just short, fat, round.
Max is actually taller, it's just all perspective of the video.
Yeah, you're standing on a box, aren't you? So here we are at the Global Fresh Produce and Floral Show, where are we? California, 2023.
Anaheim, California.
Just explain who you are and what you do, because your business is very interesting.
Absolutely. So Michael, a partner at Sunridge, we are a private investment firm focused on food, beverage, and agribusiness. So this is a big show for us. A lot of companies that we work with as suppliers, a lot of companies that we work with as competitors, but interesting show for us to come and kind of see what's going on and talk to some of our partners. So.
Okay, but you as an individual, you don't have a background in ag per se,
so,
do you?
Everyone at Sunridge, at least all of the partners, have experience as executives and owners of food and agri companies. So we've all been owner-operators of businesses in the food and ag space. So we try to bring that kind of executive owner mindset to the companies that we partner with, but admittedly we are investors. So we look to create investment partnerships with companies in this space and then bring together our experience, our capital and relationships to help these companies grow. Okay,
and what's your excitement about being involved in the sector? Because there's other sectors that could be more fruitful to be involved in, not the arduous slog of agriculture and all those unpredictable things like weather and all the rest of it. Why the excitement for you, Sunridge, and your colleagues to be involved with ag and fresh food?
So we missed the boat on Bitcoin, so then we had to focus on food and agri. But no, I think if you look at the space, we've got a lot of people we need to feed over the coming kind of 10, 20, 30 years. There's just an incredible amount of interesting innovation happening in this space. And we're excited to be a part of that. Whatever small part we can be, that's really where we're focused. So
do you think we actually need the likes of you? Because in effect, you oil the wheels.
The long knives are coming out.
You oil the wheels that we do need to feed the. Not being too aggressive, we need to feed the nations. But these companies here, they need funding. They need that investment, and they can't get that from conventional sources. Perhaps they do need partners like you for them to accelerate.
I think that's kind of a typical scenario for us. I mean, of course, there's examples where folks are looking to take a step back from their companies and want a capital partner to come in to help them kind of take some chips off the table. But equally, we see a lot of folks who they need to build a new facility, they'd like to go buy a competitor, they'd like to expand into a new geography, and that's really where it is a partnership to help them grow and develop.
Yeah, okay. And so how do you ascertain as to who's a good partner, who's a good business to collaborate with? What's that beauty parade? What are you looking for?
Yeah, no, look, there's lots of areas within any sector, but food and agriculture included, that would be relatively too competitive and relatively commoditized. So we definitely want something that has a kind of niche angle. It's an incredible effort to build any business that is successful, but for us, really what we want is a company where there's a growth opportunity, right? So something that we can do together, so we can bring our expertise, our capital, our relationships to bear, again, to help that business go through a sort of growth and inflection point. So I think that's really the key, is someone that's doing something a bit different, best-in-class company that can use a partner to help accelerate that growth and development.
And again, where you're fundamentally different from some of the new players coming in, you've got a track record. So you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So you know what you're looking for. Because it does worry me that some of the funds that are coming to us now, they've got this naivety that they want to buy agricultural land to flip it into sustainable agriculture, but they don't understand the nuances of farming, of agriculture. But you do. You've got that track record. You've done the speed bumps in effect.
I mean, I think it's both the executive experience of the partners in our business in terms of what they've actually done, not as investors, but as executives, as C-level folks. But secondly, it's all we look at, right? So we do food, agriculture, beverage. We don't do IT services, we don't do aerospace, run down the list of other industries. And so it's that focus, and then what we're able to see with a bit of a box seats view with the portfolio that we have across sort of Europe and North America.
So tell us, without breaking any confidence if you can, what sectors within ag, fresh produce are exciting you, that you think are the next thing that you would be comfortable to invest in?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, within the produce space, we really look for differentiated produce, so something that, again, maybe less of the row crops and more of, we've had some investments in the berry space before. We currently have a citrus investment, so all definitely of interest. One just reflection by me of coming to this show for 8 years in a row would be, you've seen a significant uptick in what I would call value-added players. So players that have taken traditional produce items like a garlic and made a garlic puree, made a fire-roasted pepper puree, something like this. So these kind of more value-added ingredient-type produce products are super interesting.
Okay, so you're excited about the sector?
Absolutely.
Okay, what keeps you awake at night about the sector?
Labor, cost inflation, those have been probably the biggest headwinds that we've seen. And I would say, maybe emerging but related concern has been, to your point, there have been a lot of investors that have poured into this space, and sometimes doing deals at not always fully sustainable levels. So, from our perspective, we need to be judicious in the way that we put capital to work, and if others aren't, that can make my job more challenging. So
well done. Just to wrap up, I'll obviously tag your website on the social media post. But who would you like to put this message out to? Who would you like to collaborate with? Who would you like to have an inquiry from? For yourself, your colleagues in Sunridge, who would you like to talk to?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, we've been in this space for a while, and hopefully we'll be in it for a lot longer. So we're always open to talk, whether it's partnerships. If someone's interested in exploring what an investment would look like, kind of full spectrum. It's not always just a conversation of a simple transaction. It's never as simple as that. So at the end of the day, we've been doing this for a while, and hopefully we'll continue to be doing it for a while. So.
Michael, well done. I think we've had a relationship with Sunridge for, I don't know, it feels like 10, 12 years, and they're really, really interesting business to work with. So if you're looking for a collaborative partner to be involved with, speak to Michael. Speak to Michael and the rest of the team at Sunridge.
And I would add, just to second what Max said, that you found a lot of really interesting individuals to help us grow our business. A key part of the strategy is that we're going to grow, so it's not just about Sunridge coming in as an investor, but we really need to think about how we grow, and that's, you guys have been a key part of how we actually grow those businesses. So thank you also for your support.
Thank you. I'll get off my box. Well done. Thank you.